I want to answer the statement people make that the Death Note can only kill humans and Saiyans aren't humans. That sounds solid until you look at what the Death Note actually means by human. The Death Note doesn't actually define human by nationality, planet of origin, DNA purity, species taxonomy. It defines human by mortality, lifespan, and biological rules. So that means that the Death Note works on any being with a fixed lifespan whose death can be caused physically exists outside of divine classification. It doesn't work on the Shinigami or gods. Saiyans age, die from injuries, have natural lifespans, fear death, and can be killed by disease, trauma, and energy attacks. Goku died from a heart virus. That puts them outside of the Death Note's operating parameters. If the Death Note only worked on Earth humans, it would fail the moment that humans left Earth, which the Death Note never implies. Saiyans can reproduce with humans, produce fertile offspring, pass down traits genetically. That puts them biologically compatible, not metaphysically separate. They're obviously very similar, just from different planets. If Saiyans were fundamentally incompatible with human death rules, hybrids like Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Bra, Pan wouldn't exist or they would be unstable. But they're not. That strongly suggests that Saiyans fall under the Death Note's human adjacent mortal umbrella. The Death Note only requires a name, a face, a mortal lifespan. It does not require species verification, DNA analysis, or planetary origin. If the Death Note can kill humans with altered DNA, then non Earth DNA clearly isn't a disqualifier. Saiyans don't transcend mortality by default, they just have better stats. The early forms of a Saiyan, base Saiyan, all the way up into the God, Super Saiyan God, are viable targets. Once the Saiyan crosses into divine classification, the Death Note will likely fail because they're no longer purely mortal. And that distinction is huge. To clarify, I never said that the Death Note absolutely can kill Saiyans. I am saying Saiyans meet the Death Note's criteria for mortal targets, at least until they come into divine existence.